Hi guys, hope everyone's well. My name's James Miller. I'm just going to be bringing you a bit of my sports views, from around different sports. I like a bit of snooker, boxing, darts, football, tennis. I'm highly interested in a lot of different sports, so please stay tuned. Nothing special, just my opinions. I'm not always right, far from it. I do like to listen to, obviously, comments if you have any feedback. Can you help me gain my knowledge? Of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. I'm an aspiring journalist, but I'm still just looking to bring a few videos out of me. Just see if you can sort of interact with me. One thing I want to chat about this week in particular. The World Cup's coming up. There's a few big stories breaking. What are the effects of them? How can they affect the World Cup? That's something I am interested in looking at. A big topic this week, of course, Andres Iniesta leaving Barcelona. Should I say retiring? Of course not. He's not retiring for a while yet. I'd imagine the rumours are he's going to go and play his football in China. Huge announcement. Obviously, he was crying in his press conference. Big announcement, especially for Barcelona. How do you replace a player like Iniesta? A player who's man of the match, World Cup final. Some big performances by that man. He's a huge player, and not just in terms of his ability now, in terms of the footballing game in general. Has there been many better central midfielders than Iniesta? You'd be lucky to find many. Yeah, he's won 4 Champions Leagues, 8 La Ligas, so it's going to be 9 surely. A World Cup with Spain, 2 European Championships, so an illustrious career to say the least. Yeah, what I wanted to chat about in terms of the World Cup with Iniesta. There's no news regarding international retirement or anything like that. He was involved in the last friendlies, played it against Argentina and Spain's 6-1 win. But in terms of the effect of Iniesta, is this World Cup sort of where someone needs to step up and sort of not fill the void, because he's still there, of course. I imagine he will be playing at the World Cup this summer in Russia. But does someone need to sort of take the bull by the horns and just put themselves in there as, Iniesta's leaving, yeah, I'm here. Let's not forget I'm here. It's big boots to fill, but I believe Spain are in good hands. Someone like that. Do you think that has to be proved at this World Cup? Can someone like a Marco Asensio, a Koke, a Saul Niguez, for example, can they perform at this World Cup and set a few nerves? Obviously, Spain are blessed with players. You got David Silva's, your Diego Costas, but these are aging players, aging players. I think David Silva's coming up 32, 33. Yeah, is he going to be at the next World Cup? It's hard to tell. Probably not, Probably not. So, do you think Spain can sort of like regroup with the losses of these players, or is it sort of a national building process? Obviously, they have been known to produce a lot of good young players coming through. Obviously, you don't go on to win World Cups with poor squads. Let's be honest. They have got some cracking players in the squad. You got your Sergio Busquets, you've got Sergio Ramos, players like that. But these are aging players. Sergio Busquets, not too old, but he's not young either, is he? So, do you know any young players that could be coming through Spain? Can you let me know? Is there people we should be looking out for? Are they upcoming players? Can they maybe stake a claim at the World Cup? Are they going to be in the squad? Do you know something about Spain? Let me know in the comments. And obviously it'd be nice to see what you guys are saying. Another big topic. in my opinion, obviously, I do support Liverpool, so this is a huge blow for me. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Obviously, anyone who supports football, I imagine, will have watched the Champions League semi-final win for Liverpool, 5-2 over Roma. Great scenes, great scenes. Looks as if we might well be in the final. Not touch wood, you know. Don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, big blow in that game. Obviously, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain going in for a challenge. Looks as if he's done something with his knee. He could be out for up to 9 months. It's confirmed he will not be going to this year's World Cup in Russia, which, in terms of Liverpool, huge blow. But in terms of England, in my personal opinion, I think he's been England's best centre midfielder for the past few months. In terms of performance-wise, I think he's been superb for Liverpool. He's seen him. He scored twice this season against Manchester City. He scored absolute rocket in the quarterfinals, Champions League against them. He's added some assists to his game. You know, he seems to have really matured under Jurgen Klopp. Seems to be playing a lot different role to what he had at Arsenal. Obviously, you'd be familiarising him with the sort of right wing back role under Arsene Wenger, which is fair enough. But obviously, when he came to Liverpool, it was said that he had been told he would be playing centre midfield at Liverpool. And me, at first, I'll be honest, I questioned how would Oxlade-Chamberlain be getting into our midfield at the time. I thought we were quite comfortable in that position. I didn't really see where he was gonna slot in. But to his credit, he's proved a lot of people wrong. £35 million, so I believe. To be honest, is it good value? I'm not sure. Would we be able to sell him for more now? It's going to be tough, you know. Like 35 million, people seem to think it's cheap in these days, but it's not. It's still big money, you know. It's still a lot of money to pay for a player. Obviously, not saying I'd be looking to sell him. I definitely wouldn't. I'd be keeping him as it happens. It's a big blow. Hopefully, he can come back next season and continue where he left off in good fashion. But now, on to England's World Cup. A confirmed injury. He will not be going. It was in line to go. It was almost certain he would be going. So, who now takes that spot? Who comes into the squad? You know, someone has to come in who maybe wasn't in the squad last time, because he was in the friendly squad against Italy and Netherlands. Yeah, Netherlands. He was in the squad for them 2 games where we obviously beat Netherlands and drew 1-1 against Italy. So yeah, someone's going to have to come in. Who are you guys thinking? There's a lot of speculation, maybe Jonjo Shelvey. For me, 2 different players. 2 completely different players. Jonjo Shelvey, the arguments are, is he England's best passer of the ball? He is a very good passer of the ball, let's not get that wrong. Is he one of England's better centre midfielders though, all round? I personally wouldn't mind Jonjo Shelvey being in the squad, but obviously his temperament has often cost him, picking up silly bookings, mistimed temper and stuff like that, you know. Can England afford that at a World Cup tournament? Not really. But in recent months, I don't think he's had a yellow card for a fair few months now, so he does seem to have learned, matured a bit. He is a very good passer of the ball, but as I said, in terms of him and Oxlade-Chamberlain, if Southgate's looking for a similar player, I'm not so sure Jonjo Shelvey gets the nod. Obviously, Oxlade-Chamberlain, he likes to get on the ball, run forward, go at players, attract players in, you know. Jonjo Shelvey's more of a... He's not a static midfielder, is he? He does move about, but he's more of a controls the game, you know, from the midfield. For me, a similar player to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Jonjo Shelvey, I'm getting my words mixed up here. A similar player to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain that England have at their disposal for me would be a Jack Wilshere. arguably England's best central midfield player. I'm not sure it'd be could you argue otherwise? I'm not sure. He is a very good, technically gifted footballer. He can run at people. He can find a pass. He's got vision. His game's quite strong. His all-round game. But yeah, he is another player that's already in the squad. He was already in the squad, I believe. So, in terms of who comes in, could a Loftus-Cheek maybe come in? Obviously, he was in the squad early in the season. The England squad played against Germany. Man of the match performance, if I remember rightly. Was looking good. Picked up an injury, but he has recently come back for Palace. So, could he make a late claim? To be honest, if you look at sort of like your big nations, you got your Germanys, you got your Brazils. Would a Loftus-Cheek be getting into these sort of countries? Yeah. Would a Loftus-Cheek sort of be getting in them squads? I'm not so sure, but you know, our players have to start somewhere. He has to make his name somehow, and hopefully, I wouldn't mind if he got his opportunity. Another player that maybe was in line, Harry Winks. He's gone off the scene for not really been playing much for Tottenham lately, but he seems to be a player that Gareth Southgate does like. So I wouldn't rule out that. I think is he injured perhaps? Well, he's a good player, and I think he attracted a lot of admirers last season and this season. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk for too long. Just quick thoughts. Been going 12 minutes nearly already. Another big, possibly one of the biggest of the season. Mohamed Salah. Everyone will surely know. Obviously, the theme looks like it's a Liverpool theme here, but I swear it's not. Of course, there are two big topics in my opinion in world football at the minute, leading up to the World Cup. Mohamed Salah, absolutely outstanding. 43 goals, I think it is, in 47 games. Superb this season. Done it again. Champions League semi-final against his old side Roma. Contributed 4 goals, 2 goals, 2 assists. Superb. In terms of the World Cup for Mohamed Salah, could it potentially have an impact on his chances of the Ballon d'Or? Obviously, he recently went favourite with Cristiano Ronaldo, of course that is. In the running for the Ballon d'Or, joint favourites. For me, I don't see why he hasn't got a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. Obviously, people will say, is he as good as Messi? Is he as good as Ronaldo? Who knows, you know? Who knows? Yes, he has to prove himself next season, let's be honest. One good season doesn't mean you're one of the best in the world, for me, in my opinion. But in terms of a player going for the Ballon d'Or for this year, for this year's Ballon d'Or, he's been the best player in the world, surely, this year. Surely. Yeah, astronomical figures, records broken, you know. He could yet win a Champions League medal. In terms of the Champions League, it could, as it stands, it's going to be a straight shootout. Messi, Salah versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Mohamed Salah versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you guys think that maybe whoever wins the Champions League, should it be Real Madrid versus Liverpool? If it's Real Madrid, Ronaldo wins the Ballon d'Or. If it's Liverpool, Salah wins the Ballon d'Or. Is that something you guys might think? Let me know again in the comments. In terms of the World Cup, should Mohamed Salah have a good World Cup? You know, a couple of goals, maybe 3 or 4 goals for Egypt. The groups, I believe Egypt have a good chance of getting out their groups. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did do something at the World Cup. If I remember right, they're in a group with Russia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and one other side. I'm not too sure. I think it's Uruguay. For me, Salah should be performing in that. If he's the sort of like caliber player that we all think he is, he's looking like at the moment for Liverpool. You know, if Messi or Ronaldo are in that type of group with their nations. You know, they're scoring a few goals. It's almost certain, you know. We've seen at the last World Cup in 2014, Messi, did he single-handedly carry Argentina? It's questionable, but he was a huge, huge player for Argentina in that World Cup, which unfortunately he couldn't claim the medal, the trophy in the final, getting beat of Germany. You know, these things happen, but continuously these two players just proved themselves time after time. Cristiano Ronaldo taking did he carry Portugal again? Questionable, but Portugal to the European Championship in 2016. We even seen him on the sidelines acting as sort of a second manager, you know, after he had to withdraw for injury. Just a passion. He's a winner, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a winner. Yeah, in terms of Real Madrid and Liverpool, Salah versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Let me know what you guys think. Is Salah capable of winning the Ballon d'Or this year? I don't see why not. Although Ronaldo has been, let's not make no mistake about it. Ronaldo has been in superb form himself in 2018. I think it's 18 games, 31 goals, or 31 goals contributed to, something along them lines. You know, crazy stats. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the video. It's just me, nothing too special. I hope you enjoy, guys.